this is God to me. And I respect her and will treat her just like that. That's my perception of her. What if she knew that I thought she was God? There'd be something in her that would try to live up to the image that I see of her. There'd be something in her that when she approached me, she would at least have to either deny God or become.
Get out of here! Yeah!
Oh, geez. Welcome back, friends, family, and strangers who are soon to be family.
To another episode of Learn With Us. What do?
We take content that is worth your time.
And we learn from it with you.
Today, I don't even want to say anything about this.
Oh, okay.
If this man, we haven't reacted to him yet. His name is KRS-one.
Yeah.
He is one of the original hip-hoppers in the game. And
trust us.
It's
gonna be worth it.
Just come along for the ride.
Yeah. Hey.
This is him doing a speech. It's not one of his songs, but you should listen to his songs.
Just trust us.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Listen to what I'm saying here. Value is not based on what you own or what you have. In fact, I'll drop this jewel on you real quick. Real value is based on what you can do without. It's not about what you can accumulate. It's how functionable are you with nothing.
Come on! Come on, I've never thought of that before. Like, of course I enjoy not accumulating, and I enjoy not subscribing to materialism, but I've never thought of it as a actual strength to go without.
Yeah. Or that it's not a strength to go without or to go with. The strength is what can you do without. You know, he's not saying strip everything you have and throw it away and live without it. He's saying, what's your function with or without it?
Oh,
what are you creating? He also came from he grew up homeless, so he's like, that's where he's speaking from too.
Yeah.
And we can't function on nothing, so that becomes the scale. How low can you go? How deep can you go? Because after a while, if you really become a spiritual being, you don't rely on the world for nothing. Nothing. You enter the world, but you are not dependent upon the world. You're dependent upon invisible forces. What are the invisible forces? Love. People can't see love. They're too busy watching hate.
Dude, oh my gosh! What's going on right now? This man's on fire.
It's all about your perception. If you see love, you see love. I'll say it again. If you see love, if you can see it, this is love right here. I'm seeing love. She, in her own mind, may believe I'm not love. Love is bigger than me. I'm just whoever I am. No, that's in her head. She's only a dream character in my perception. She could be God for all I know. We don't know who anybody is, so why can't she be God? We don't know where God is, when God is, how God is, so why she can't be God?
Let it ride.
Okay.
This woman right here, I choose with my perception to see her as God. This is an ancient African technique. God was never outside of your perception. God was never outside of what you thought. That's why Western man came and said, there is no God, they're just making it up. Right. But God is the greatest human invention in human history. And the reason Africans created God is so that humanity in its infinity would never run out of something to rise to. This is why God exists. If you don't have God, you don't rise. There is nothing human about technology. Sorry. Nothing human about it. And this is what I want to say in terms of your spirit. What can you see? This is God to me. And I respect her and will treat her just like that. That's my perception of her. Now she can do something to break that perception. She could do something to enhance it.
Pause it when you know when.
What if she knew that I thought she was God? There'd be something in her that would try to live up to the image that I see of her. There'd be something in her that when she approached me, she would at least have to either deny God or become.
Yo, that okay. If you didn't know KRS-one before that 2-minute,
You know
line,
him now. You know him now, and you'll never forget who he is.
Just what you are able to see is what you see. Your perception, which you have the ability to create, decides how you view the world. Then the Westerners go, "You made up God," and he goes, "Precisely.
Oh my.
Made up God because you realize that you can make up your perception. And when you're making up that perception at the highest level possible, you are seeing infinite, which is God. You are seeing the absolute of everything, which is God, the highest form, which he's also saying you made up God because you can rise infinitely." And then he goes, what if you look at everyone else? What if you looked at everybody else, everything you saw, and your perception of it was God? And then he goes, it's their choice what they do, but if they're being viewed as God, they are either going to have to deny God because they know now that they are God, or they are going to have to rise to be God. Like that is genius. That has been 3 minutes of what he has to say in this.
That's this. This is all I can say.
This is universal bars at its, like, obviously he created bar. He was like one of the people who made hip hop.
Yeah.
The word bar wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Without this man. And people like him who are functioning at that level.
Dude. What? Again, okay, we go over this with every teacher that we go over. It's not just what he's saying. What he's saying is so profound. It's also how he's saying it. Listen to his conviction. Listen to how, like, he's...
Hey, man, he gets into that.
He gets into
let
that?
it ride.
Did he read my mind?
This is how, as a community, we treated each other. If there is no God, then we are not family. The only way we can be brothers or sisters is if we have the same parent. Think. We cannot call ourselves brothers or sisters if we don't have the same mother or father. When God is the eternal mother, we become all brothers and sisters. When we all say, yes, I am part of this idea called God, not a man in the sky, not even a not even a spirit in a separate consciousness. No, we don't have to get there yet. Let's just make God up right now, like our ancestors did. Nobody told them what God was. What God was your dead father. What God was your deceased mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, ancestor, builder of the tribe. This was the God. And when we got rid of the God, we stopped worshiping that God and started worshiping their God, we lost our spiritual power.
Dude. Dude.
Let's make God up right now, like our ancestors. God is how this idea of God, which now has so much baggage on it.
Yeah.
Let's release all of that baggage.
Because it's refreshed every moment.
It's refreshed every moment, so allow those definitions of God to drop.
Yes.
And let God be the ancestors who built this tribe.
And so, oh my gosh. And you're an ever-changing being. You constantly have inputs and outputs into your body. And so if you're God, then you look everywhere in the world around you, not just at other people.
Mm.
And you're like, this is also that.
I mean, your ancestors are single-celled organisms that now build to this. A single cell is God.
It's the will to live.
God is that life force, whatever that thing is.
Man. And for me, it's like, what's the most powerful part about this life force? The ability to love. Back to what he was talking about. Those spiritual forces.
Yeah, because it's all the unseeable. It's
yes.
It's like God is that thing that's connecting all of it.
Yes, the space between. Oh,
yeah.
I am like shocked right now.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this before. This is a constant stream.
Yes.
There's an exercise where we could say this. Rockstar.
I gotta say something real quick. I need everyone, before he does this exercise, I need you to reach your right hand across your body, grab your seatbelt, and strap it in.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Do this exercise wholeheartedly right now.
Okay.
Give everything you have to it.
Rockstar energy drink. Those that want to do the exercise, we're going to say Rockstar to ourselves without opening our mouths, without saying anything outside. We're going to say this to ourselves. We're going to say Rockstar to ourselves. Don't say it out loud at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the question to ask, if you've said Rockstar in your mind, the question to ask is, what voice is that? What voice is that? What voice just spoke? You just said Rockstar without moving your mouth at all. On top of that, you on top of saying Rockstar, you heard yourself say Rockstar. How can you hear yourself say Rockstar and no vibration of sound has happened? See, this puts a different perspective on what sound actually is. And what memory is. Memory's not in the brain, memory's in the soul. The only thing you take with you after this life is your memories or your knowledge, your experiences. That's the only thing you take. But if you said Rockstar in your mind or in your being is the true answer, is the true statement. In your being, what was that voice?
Am I enlightened? Am I, is it just me or am I floating? Wow! That's what that just was!
You say, like, all day long, we have these thoughts in our head.
Yeah.
In the form of words.
Yeah.
And we always think of it as this thing that has power over us. Instead of being like, there's some sort of vibration inside of me that I can produce and understand. And I'm thinking about how troubling these things are. It's like, you are this frequency that is happening without needing to make a physical frequency that you can pick up with your senses. You know, or maybe you are producing frequencies that can be picked up with senses inside of you. And it's like, of course then, if you could produce these frequencies without saying a word, of course the things you feel and think change reality. Because they change reality inside of you all the time.
Oh, thanks, Joe Dispenza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're so right. Of course they change reality.
Of course.
The things that your being is oriented towards is what you're going towards. So if your being is oriented towards, I'm living this shitty life, I'm living this shitty life, I'm living this shitty life, nothing's gonna change. But if you become this visionary character, things are gonna change real fast.
Because you are no longer working in the physical.
Yeah.
You are working on the thing that builds physical.
Oh my goodness.
There's another like 6 minutes I need you guys to hear from this one.
Okay.
But there are more KRS-One talks that will be coming too.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
What was the voice that spoke? And then you heard yourself speaking. But these ears did not hear you say anything because your mouth didn't move. So the ears didn't hear it, the mouth did not move, but you spoke and you heard yourself speaking.
Holy, oh my God.
If you close your eyes, you can see this better. If you close your eyes and put this image in another sight, if you close your eyes, you can still see this. What is the sight that can see your future? These two eyes don't see the future. These two eyes don't see the past. Yet, you can see your past and you can see your future. You can actually see your past. What is the sight that can see beyond time? Don't give it away.
Oh, dude. This man's giving a sermon right now.
He's giving more than a sermon. He's giving like a blueprint. He's literally taking your energy and being like, "Hey, being, here's a key, and all you gotta do is twist." When you see that universal bar idea we have, which for those of you who haven't been around since we've came up with that idea, it's pretty much the idea of words that someone speaks that seem to be in frequency with whatever truth is, on a level where it just hits you, and it's literally because it evokes the energy inside of you, and your being, this voice in your head says, or this voice in your head, which we shouldn't call a voice in your head, we should call it your real voice. That this thing then goes click, that fits.
What is this is an ancient meditation. This is an ancient meditation that I am not the flesh. I am the energy, the consciousness, the being in the flesh. And this is proof. This is no faith. This is not religion. This is actual fact. You can speak without moving your mouth. You can hear without ears. You can see without eyes. So what happens when these eyes, this mouth, and this ear drops off into the grave? These other senses are all you're left with. Death is an illusion. Once you realize this, you live your life more courageously. Now, no one wants to die before their time, so you try to protect yourself. But know that this body is the limitation of you. It is not your zenith. It is not your ultimate. Your ultimate is that voice that just said Rockstar. That voice that just said Rockstar without nothing physical moving, that person is immortal. That person is not here with you. Let's go deeper. The body is in, what is it, 3 dimensions, right? Forward, back, right, left, up, down, and time. 4th dimension, 3 dimensions plus time. That's our physical reality. Front, back, right, left, up, down, that's 3D plus time. What happened to in and out? Look at the English thought. Back, forth, right, left, up, down, no in and out. No in and out. What is in and out? Rockstar.
Dude, because all of that up, down, right, left, forward, back is with the assumption that you are this thing that's stable and unmoving, and that this is all you are.
In and out becomes that thing that produces frequency interacting.
Oh my gosh. Oh my word.
It's silly. It's just
That's
silly.
so cool. That's so cool because all of this that's going on right now, a year ago, I would have been like hullabaloo. Probably people watching this right now that are like, this is nuts. Doesn't make any sense. But like, I've definitely allowed myself to just sit with these things for a while. And you and I have talked about these things for a while. And now it makes so much sense to me and allows me to move through life with more clarity. And so I'm really thankful of that. And so if you're like I would have been a year ago, just sit with it. Like, just sit with it. Don't make judgments about it. What's going on here?
Dig into that idea of I can speak and hear and see and taste and smell without these senses.
Amen.
This is how the gods created this whole reality. The first humans, imagine, the first humans, they came from inner space. They came out. Study the Anunnakis. They came out of inner space. Not from outer space. Inner space. Rockstar. Before there was a body, there was this voice traveling in this voice's dimension. To get here to the earth, the inner voice created this outer extension of itself to be in this dimension. Once you realize that you are not just in this dimension, but you're also in another dimension, you now are free. Because whatever happens to you here in this dimension is not your only reality. See, this is how Jesus was able to get beaten and brutalized and hang on the cross. He wasn't here. He was the rock star. Inside, he went to the inner man. Do what you want with the body. I'm not here. Now, once you realize that level of consciousness, where you are officially, you identify yourself as the spirit, not the flesh. You are the inner voice, not the outer voice. Once you become the inner voice, now your outer voice has power. Now when you speak, it's not just a shell speaking. There's a being speaking through the shell.
Oh my gosh. I hope that brought value to you in the way it did us.
Dude, I feel like I had so little things to say here because he was saying everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't even, like, I'm just dumbfounded right now.
I mean, isn't that the best teaching?
It is the best teaching. Yeah, where you're stuck afterwards. We felt this way after we watched the, like, amazing movie Moonlight, where you're afterwards, you're just like, this put me in listening mode. I am not in speaking mode anymore. I am in listening mode, and I'm thinking about stuff.
And hey, when you're thinking about stuff, that's just your being working through things.
Yeah, dude. This
Definitely not.
This feels like it's just like, shut me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just 15 minutes of what this guy just says.
Damn. Okay, folks. We know we know this was crazy. Just let us know it was crazy in the comments so that we're not going crazy.
Yeah, if you got any more videos by this guy or anyone else
Yeah.
who speaks like this, we need it.
We need it.
This,
yeah.
This is soul food. This grows you.
Yeah, I feel so good right now. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Jeez.
Much love, folks.
Much love.
Be well.